Greetings, mortals, peers, and queers. Funding Social Security is a lot cheaper than coddling rich retirees. Our government spends a fortune helping those who need it the least. Let's get into it. On Thursday, the Social Security Administration announced the largest cost of living adjustment for beneficiaries in 4 decades, an inflation driven raise of 8.7% that will take effect in January 2023. That increase matches the average annual COLA from 1975 through 1982, an era of recessions and high inflation. Annual Social Security raises declined the year after that, from 1996 to 2021. They averaged about 2.3% and were zero in some years. In 2021, the raise was substantially higher at 5.9%. The new increase in benefits will be pricey, but on the other hand, the cost to taxpayers of the entire Social Security program pales in comparison to the cost of federal subsidies for rich Americans enrolled in private or supplemental retirement plans, such as individual retirement accounts, IRAs. According to the Federal Reserve, data from 2019, only 31% of households from the poorest half of the wealth spectrum contributed to such a plan, while 91% of households in the top wealth decile did. This suggests that low wealth retirees rely heavily or exclusively on Social Security, but all U.S. workers get to collect benefits. Get to collect benefits starting at the age of 62. As of last month, nearly 66 million Americans, rich and poor alike, were getting monthly checks. Most are retirees, but there are also spouses, disabled workers, survivors of deceased workers, and dependent children. The largest and best compensated group, the retired workers, average about $1,674 a month, or about $20,000 per year, which is not a lot, but you can make it if you're smart on that much. The Social Security Administration now pays out about $1.2 trillion a year in benefits to all told, but those outlays are largely funded by payroll taxes, which are paid by workers who will later reap the benefits. In 2021, the price tag on the entire program, benefits plus administration costs, totaled about 1.14 trillion, which is about 1.09 trillion, of which 1.90 trillion was covered by payroll taxes, income taxes on benefits, and interest. In other words, the federal Social Security subsidy was only about $50 billion. Compare that with the subsidies for private plans in the IRA, which cost the government nearly 8 times as much at about $380 billion a year, according to the Joint Committee on Taxation. And unlike Social Security subsidies, these subsidies skew heavily towards the highest income earners. Great article. Go ahead and read it in the comments down below. Support me on Patreon. Follow for more daily videos. But yeah, we kind of already knew. Social Security is cheaper, and when you're trying to fund more expensive plans, they get subsidized really heavily. We're always constantly told, Republicans are always trying to make cuts to Social Security because it's too expensive, but it's mostly paid for. The thing that's really expensive is subsidizing wealthier people's retirement plans. And I could say more, but we're running out of time, so I'm just going to leave it there. Follow for more daily videos. Join the Patreon and support me. Support me on Patreon. Join the Discord. Y'all have a good evening.